Hey guys, Danny Johnson here, and today we're going to be talking about knock sensors. So these are located in the valley of the engine under the intake manifold, and this is what they look like. Basically, they're designed to listen for a certain frequency of knocking or pinging. And so these are single, sometimes they come in pairs of two, just depends on the setup. And as mentioned, they're in the valley of the engine where the intake manifold would go, and so where these arrows are pointing is where they would be here. Now, what you'll notice on most Mustang engines, they're right here, and they're called bosses, or the area that they screw into. And those will be shaved down to accommodate the lower intake manifold for the supercharger. And so a lot of times these are deleted. And if you look at a Terminator block, you'll notice that they're not there at all. So for the 0304 Cobra, they did not do knock sensors at all, and we'll talk about a little bit later what the Terminator does instead. But basically, knocking is when you have spontaneous combustion. So the spark plug ignites, and that's the normal combustion, but if you look over into the corner, you'll see these other spontaneous combustions happening, and that can be from too much heat, too much pressure, not enough octane. There's a lot of factors that can cause the fuel to spontaneously combust. Okay, and so the whole idea of a knock sensor is it's listening for this pinging, as it would sound. So when this happens, you have a ping sound, and so that frequency is being picked up by the knock sensors, and once it hears that, it will retard the ignition timing. And so that would keep this from happening a little bit, but it can't keep it from happening entirely. So that's why you want to make sure that you have premium fuel with a higher octane that's more resistant to the fuel pre-combusting as it's not supposed to. And trust me, I'm sure you'll find some ways to build extra heat. So as you can see, some hard pulls in the car, especially back-to-back, can really cause the car to heat up. And so the way that the Terminator is going to pull timing is on coolant temperature and heat from your air intake temperature or charge temperature under the blower. So some things you can do to help with those is for the intercooler for the supercharger, you can get a bigger expansion tank, which will keep those charge temperatures down so it doesn't pull ignition timing. And another thing that you can do is get a slightly lower 170 degree thermostat instead of 180 degree. And that'll help the car from pulling timing. Now later, Ford did put knock sensors on their supercharged applications on the GT500. So that was with more testing and tuning, but the Terminator was the first time that they supercharged the Cobra. So probably just for lack of being able to spend the proper time to create knock sensors and understand how they would work with the supercharger, they just decided to have it be based mainly off of coolant temperature, intake charge temperature, and just heat in general. Now, in my opinion, if it knocks, it's too late, especially on a supercharged car where those forces are amplified and it can really take out pieces and chunks of pistons and collapse the diode or the ground strap on the spark plug and things like that. So that was probably the thinking along with the Terminator in the beginning, is just pull the knock sensors entirely and let's go off of heat and everything like that. So with that said, do everything you can to prevent knocking from happening. Run a premium fuel, but don't just throw 100 octane in the tank without a tune, or you won't have as good efficiency. You'll actually lose power. But make sure you're running premium fuel, good octane. Do everything you can to keep the temperatures down. And of course, all this will multiply if you're changing pulley sizes and going to more boost and everything like that with more pressure. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. And now we know kind of what knock sensors' purpose are, where they're found, and what they do. Thanks for watching.